Something just happened, and something is going to happen that will change the landscape for Nintendo fans and will bring my hype level, my excitement to whole new levels. I don't think it's possible right now because I'm extremely excited, but I think Nintendo's about to do it, my friends. I mean, what an amazing day was last Friday, wasn't it? With all of this crazy information that came out regarding the next-gen system. I mean, so many details directly from where? Suppliers. That means that next-gen system is being right now in the manufacturing process, being packaged. I mean, the design for the system is done. The packaging, the outside of the packaging is a box red, blue, green, yellow, who knows? It's being done right now. Those little slips with information inside the system, it's all being placed perfectly in order for us to receive it in our hands and start playing. There are two major roads Nintendo is taking. We're talking about it in this video. Let's go ahead and start. Before we jump right in, I want to thank you first because YouTube is telling me that a lot of you are just coming back to this channel for information. I really truly appreciate that. But one thing you have forgotten to do is subscribe. So if you see right here, I would love to get this down to 50% if you can hit that subscribe button. I mean, you know, I know subscription is free and everything, and I'm going to be completely honest with you. The subscription will only help me continue to make content and help me like really gain more sponsors for the channel. That way I can make this more of a full-time job to continue to keep this channel alive, to give you all the information you need when it comes to Nintendo Switch, when it comes to, you know, gameplays and a whole bunch of fun stuff. So if you would love to subscribe and become part of a community, man, that would mean so much to me, and I would appreciate that. Thank you in advance for hitting that subscribe button. You don't gotta turn on the notification. It's okay. Just hit that subscribe button, and we're good. I appreciate you. Let's get into the story. You might be asking yourself, Mike, why are you so hyped over things? I'm like, yeah, I get hype over things. Things are hype. Are hype worthy. Well, last Friday, if you don't recall, was Christmas for us content creators, for you guys as well, with information, right? Because we live off information. That's our job. And so we provide you information on Nintendo games and events and stuff. And so last Friday, we weren't expecting the drought to end the way it did. It just completely, it poured. I mean, there was a thunderstorm, a tornado, whatever you want to call it, a cyclone of information regarding Nintendo Switch 2. And, well, on top of that, all of you Pioro fans out there, Pioro went ahead and confirmed it right at the end. Everything. And so it's like, okay, we can now rest easy because our friend Pioro, if you don't know who he is, he's a leaker with 100% track record. Now, if he says it is no longer a leak, it's a spoiler, my friends. And so, yeah, it was an exciting day to hear information about the next gen system. Now, I have many videos on the channel regarding that next gen system and all of that information, including a 1-hour live stream with 100% information. I promise you, no fluff. If after this video you want to go ahead and take a look at that live stream, it's 1 hour and it has all information. I promise you, no fluff. And well, it was just an amazing day. Like, it really took us into the weekend on cloud 9. So I took the weekend to let this information kind of sink in, right? For me to kind of think about what we just heard and why did it all come at the same time. And something crazy hit me. Guys, first, I remember one time I mentioned in the past, hey, once the Switch 2 hits manufacturers, meaning, you know, it's in the process of being built, it's in people's hands already. There are people who are actually holding the system in their hands, right? Part of manufacturing, packaging, promotional stuff. We are going to hear so many crazy details. And that's exactly what happened. We are hearing crazy details straight from manufacturers. People who actually have the system in their hands, packaging them, and of course getting ready for that promotional period, right? Not only that, something else hit me. Guys, this information comes to us right before Nintendo's fiscal meeting on the 7th. Yes, my friends, the Nintendo is having their next meeting on the 7th. And not only that, but this meeting, along with history, it falls in line when Nintendo has given us code names in the past for other systems. So Nintendo's next fiscal meeting, there is an 80% chance that we will hear about the Nintendo Switch 2, maybe not in name, but in code name, and then soon after we will literally learn, hear, and see about the next gen system. I mean, you tell me, how is it that we hear all of these crazy detailed features right before the fiscal meeting? How is it that this coincides so perfectly, like right before the fiscal meeting to be taking place next week on Monday, and we are hearing about all of these crazy details from manufacturers last week on Friday? Now, there are two roads Nintendo can take, and guess what? Sometimes they might take both at the same time. Who knows? But there are always two roads Nintendo can take around this time, and I want to talk about those two roads today. One of them, of course, is one we've been talking about. Well, manufacturers have been leaking information. We got that information confirmed by 100% leaker Pioro. The Nintendo Switch 2 information on what the specs are, how it looks, and stuff like that are accurate. And moving forward, it looks like Nintendo will give us that code name in this upcoming fiscal meeting. And, well, maybe soon after, we get that Nintendo Switch 2 trailer. And, my friends, it's all celebration from now till whenever the system releases, right? I mean, there was a report from Business Korea that basically the Nintendo Switch 2 could also be launched this year, not only revealed, but launched. And I've always been on that train that says if Nintendo launches or reveals a system within 6 months of the year ending, no, that system has to come of that year. Nintendo's not going to take an entire year to launch a system after its announcement. I think even though Nintendo has done so in the past, this is a very different Nintendo with a very different president. And I think that if they do announce the Switch 2 in May, we could actually have it in our hands by October or November in time for the holiday season this year. And now, while the other leaks could be right, and we could see Nintendo release a system in the first half or the first quarter of next year, which will be between the months of January, February, or March. But the fact that they're actually in manufacturers' hands right now just tells me that the system could be out this very same year, right? It makes sense having the system in manufacturers' hands already being packaged, shipped. That means that Nintendo's presentation, their promotional material, meaning their videos, the system renderings, the games, and everything, it all has to be ready in order for Nintendo to show it to us, and I feel that it is. Now on to the second road, and I think that the second road is very likely as well. Nintendo could actually reveal the system, but they can also give us a Nintendo Direct. That's more likely than the other, right? The Nintendo Direct, we know it has to be coming around the corner since there are no games after Paper Mario Thousand Year Door or Luigi's Mansion in June. And so, yeah, we know that Nintendo is actually working on a Nintendo Direct. Maybe give us some ports, remakes here and there. Maybe a couple of new games, right? We had Endless Ocean, which was a game or a sequel that was a surprise to people when it was announced. Princess Peach was also a good surprise for the year, right? They're new games, so that means Nintendo's still working on new games for the Switch, not just ports and remakes. We might get a new game. And so that Nintendo Direct could also be basically this week. Could be on the 3rd of March, could be the Wednesday after the fiscal meeting. We know that there will be a presentation to let us know what's happening for the second half of the year, right? And that Nintendo Direct will give us a lot of cool video games that we can look forward to while we wait for the next gen system. And one thing we can agree on is that this could be the very last Nintendo Switch holiday season. And if it is, right, and if we are expecting something in the beginning half of the year, let's say March, then there are signs that are coming, right? There's 3 things Nintendo could possibly do. 1, reduce the price for the current Nintendo Switch model, bringing the Nintendo Switch Lite to like $149 here in the US. We're bringing the Nintendo Switch maybe to $249, or getting rid of the Nintendo Switch base model altogether and just having the Switch Lite and Switch OLED, right? And then bringing the price down for the Switch OLED from $349 to $299, or just literally bundle the heck out of the systems. Like, give us 3-4 games with each system. If you buy Switch Lite, you get 2 games. If you buy Nintendo Switch OLED, you get 3 games with it. Just, bundle the heck out of them, And the very last one is, of course, edition Switches, right? Another edition Switch that's kind of themed like a game. We have Metroid coming around the corner. Could be a Metroid Nintendo Direct, Nintendo Switch OLED, and so on. Hey, and these 2 roads can end up actually being just one, where we actually hear the code name for the Switch 2, we get the reveal, and we get the Direct for the rest of the year. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Let me know what you guys thought about last Friday. Let me know what you guys think about this upcoming fiscal meeting. What are the chances in your eyes, in your mind, that we get to hear this code name, the Nintendo Direct? What games would you love to see? If the Nintendo Switch 2 is coming next year, what games could actually make this year a little better for you while you wait, right? And so let's continue this conversation down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you all more than you know. And before I let you go, I have 2 words I need to let you know. Number 1, never give up. And number 2, journey on. Peace.